YouTube, you'll see that now everything of mine is getting a lot of attention, whereas before it didn't. So everything I got is more popular now, which is great. So I guess sort of everything is going better, at least temporarily. What I do really, the nose thing is a thing that when I do it, then I travel, because that isn't something I sell a clip of. It's something that I have to be there in person to do. So it means travel. So that when those happen, and they happen, a few a year, then I'm off to some place like Istanbul or Tokyo or something. So those are always a treat, and those just come along. I'll get a call, and then it's like in 3 days, we're gone.
That's great. That's very cool.
I really believe there's a lot of unexpected stuff in life, and so I've grown accustomed, tried to learn to like it and expect the unexpected and like it, instead of trying to prevent things that I can't control from happening. It just gives me so much more energy to fart around effectively.
Yeah, well, that's cool, because then you can be truly creative and kind of let your mind go on the spur of the moment. And
yeah, that's right, and be in the moment. Yeah, let my mom worry about the past and the future.
Totally, that's awesome. What about? Are there any other things that you're planning on doing that you kind of have in the works right now that you're going to be releasing?
Well, I do. There's 2 videos that I'm working on right now that will be, I'm going to post just as soon as I get them done. I don't know if it's going to be today, but pretty soon. So there'll be a new slideshow about Fatso's childhood and the real scoop, because some people really like the cat, and then other people say, "Oh, you're just milking the cat for all it's worth." But I really do. I mean, I did care about my cat, and a lot of people do. So I'm going to put 2 things up that are going to be pretty cool, that are really about the cat, and it's not a spoof; it's the real stuff. So I think some people will really like that. And then I work. I do performance art things, and that's always evolving. And I have a thing that I've been doing lately where I'll do a big picture at an event. I'll paint a huge canvas, like 9 by 12 feet, and I dress up backwards. So I put a suit on backwards, and a mask of me on the back of my head. So when I'm standing there with my back to the audience, it looks like I'm standing there, but really I'm facing the painting. And then I do this huge painting there, and it looks like a guy's doing it, like a savant or something, backwards. And then over my real face, I have a wig hanging over it so that they can't see my face, and it really makes it really difficult to do the painting and to keep it right. So it's like I'm handicapped, and it makes me do a totally different style, and the paintings have been looking really good. So I'm pitching that, like live music and painting performance. That's kind of been a thing I'm working on.
That's really cool, man. Yeah, I've never heard of anybody doing anything like that specifically. That sounds like it could be a really awesome experience to see.
Yeah, it's weird to look at. It really is. And then I try to think about what the audience is seeing. So I can't put my arms in front of me, because that would be like a guy who could just bend unnaturally. So yeah. I'm always thinking about how I'm looking from the back, and it just changes my whole world, and it's good. It's really good.
That's very cool. So where are you planning on doing these shows? Is that mostly you're going to start them out locally in your hometown?
Oh, well, anywhere, but I'm going to document it and then get it on YouTube and see if the clip is worth anything, or if I can book work. And then I've been just doing it around here just because I get bookings at restaurants or at events, and they want to see me do something weird. So I do that, and then I make the painting of something that's important to them, and then I just give it to them. It's been working really well. They pay me to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Man, well, hopefully we can get you out to Chicago at some point to do one of those around here. I feel like that thing would go really, really well with the creative scene around the city.
Well, I'll make sure. You'll see, because I'll put me into your subscribe to my things, and then when I do a new one, you can see it.
Definitely, yeah. Why don't you tell people, for people who are listening to this, where they can check you out and how they can subscribe to your...
Well, my website is charlieschmidt.com, CharlieSchmidt.com. And then on YouTube, you can see a lot of clips. I'm under Chucky Art, just spelled like it sounds, one word, Chucky Art. And then you can also buy some pretty cool. I mean, I'm primarily a designer, so I think the T-shirts rock. Take a look at them at Zazzle, zazzle.com/Charlie Schmidt.
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Well, yeah. So I will. I'm going to post this online, and I hope that the people who are listening to this have gotten some good info out of what we're talking about. Are there any other, before I stop recording, are there any other things that you want to tell people about viral media and what you do and creative people?
Well, that really viral media is like any media. You still have to have an idea and pull the trigger. And so the bottom line is, when you get out of bed, get excited about something you've been wanting to do, and then do it. And if you have a camera, you can get a shot of it and put it on YouTube.
Totally. That's awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to stop recording here, but stay on the line, and
Okay.
so we can chat after this. But thanks a lot. This is Charlie Schmidt, and I'm Greg Spiro, and we will talk to you soon.